Hello everyone, today we are looking at the introduction to the not-so-subtle art of being a fat girl, loving the skin you're in by Tess Holliday. That's right, we're looking at Tess Holliday. So if we were to cover this book, I would also probably do a couple of videos on her TikTok, and might look and see if she's done any interviews or has a podcast or anything. But this introduction is only like one page double-sided, like that's it. It's like basically 2 pages. It's not very big, and it is all about how she has been victimized in her life because of her weight and how people have just kind of kept her down. And there's a lot of issues with her way of writing. I have the physical book here. And there was one sentence in particular that I had a really hard time getting through because it was just so. There's actually a couple of sentences that I can think of. So it's like the second half of this paragraph. Um, and we're just gonna kind of go over this. Now, this is not any like serious rhetoric point or anything. Her way of writing is sometimes difficult to read. And I just want to point that out. I've made good and really bad decisions, recoiled and rebelled, procrastinated and just said fuck it, and I did the best I could. That is a lot of ands in one sentence. It's a lot. And it doesn't, like these comparisons, good and really bad, doesn't need to be in there so much. If you want to say good and awful decisions, that would have been better wording. And then to immediately follow that up with recoiled and rebelled, and then followed that up with procrastinated and just said fuck it, and did the best I could. Like, I mean, it's just a lot in one sentence, and it's hard to read. And then, like, she immediately does it again with I've felt worthless and beautiful and been timid and outspoken and reserved and reckless. Enough with the ands. Enough with the ands. I mean, and then there was this one sentence that was really hard for me to get through because I was reading it out loud to my sister. And it starts here and the sentence ends here. So this is all one sentence. So this book is for anyone who was told they weren't good enough, for anyone who felt like they didn't matter, that your dreams were too impossible, that you didn't deserve a space in this world because you are different. Like, there was a better way to structure that sentence. And I understand that this is nitpicky, but that's mostly because there isn't a whole lot to say about her introduction. It's a lot about her being victimized, and then how somehow she's had this God-ordained path in life to be a role model for all fat women. Like, I feel like we could have a lot of fun with Tess's book. So if you are one that just wants to see me kind of rail against someone and just kind of like go into victim mentality because I'm getting that strongly just from her 2-page introduction, that's something that we could do with this book. If that's not what you're looking for this like HAES reading group thing, then vote for something else when I put the poll up. But this is what I'm feeling for this book, because in this short passage, it's just all about how she was victimized. And then she realized that she is an amazing person. And now this is like her point of her life, her reason for living basically is to be this fat woman that helps other fat women. So definitely it's interesting, but there's not much more to say on that. So let me know what you think about this so far. Once again, you can read it on Amazon, the introduction on Amazon, and I will see you in the next video.